What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Jeannie Mai, it looks like you still listen. Hey, that's that bait. Listen, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Jeannie Mai literally hit Jeezy. It looked like with the 1-2 punch in court. Okay. Jeezy tried to hit back with another nonsensical filing. And guess what? He was forced to drop the filing. You guys, let me bring you up to speed on what's going on. Jeezy is being petty. Now, hear me out, because I know you'll all be in the comments. Oh, that snowman, he got money. No one cares. Of course he has money. Because what y'all need to separate is character from accomplishments. Sometimes people that accomplish a lot are beautiful people inside and out. But a lot of times they ain't ish. Jeezy is very rich, right? Jeezy is a heartthrob to some, right? Jeezy is a skilled performer. He is a rap legend. Jeezy just did Tiny Little Desk on NPR and rocked it with a full symphony doing classic Snowman. However, Jeezy is also, at least if the court papers can be believed, not an involved father. Jeezy is a stingy man. Jeezy makes families and breaks them with abandon. Jeezy only cares about himself, it looks like on paper, when it comes. Now, where do I take this from? Jeezy literally tried to make his daughter, while he was a multimillionaire, ride the bus with her mom to come see him over 80 miles away, because as a father, he needs to be involved. Jeezy might be a great businessman, skilled author, skilled performer. He might be one of the great musical people of our generation. But he does not appear to be a good husband or a good father. How do we know? Because there are multiple broken homes, and each time he does the same mess. So what did he do to Jeannie? He 1-2'd her with the divorce, right? He literally tried to public humiliate her. He let rumors go on that Jeannie was cheating on him, even though Jeannie says that I have proof you were cheating on me and you are going to pay like you weigh. She lawyered up once she got done crying, like she should, right? We're all human. And she dragged him into court. Now, Jeezy was the one leaking all this mess about Jeannie and delighting in the fact, getting Nia Long to talk about real ends don't cheat. Well, Jeezy, you might not be a real end, because you sure about that? Even your good friends were saying, baby, you've had side joints since Jesus walked the earth. Okay. And that's saying something. So what happened? All of a sudden, when he realized that Jeannie had more disposable income, more connections, and a platform to live her truth, all of a sudden now he wants the court documents sealed. He wants the court documents sealed. But before the court documents got sealed, something interesting came out. He filed a motion to make Jeannie fire her lawyers, because he said, you can't sue me for the prenup, because these lawyers were the same ones. Now, mind you, she got the best lawyers in town. There's also, interesting enough, the lawyers that Portia Williams using. He was like, you looked over the prenup with these lawyers. So because you looked over the prenup with these lawyers, they shouldn't be here, because it's conflict of interest. So anyone that knows anything about conflict of interest is, Jeezy, they would have had to represent you with the prenup for there to be conflict of interest. It didn't quite make sense, but I see with Jeezy, he just tries. It's the audacity. That's how he's gotten so successful. He just tries. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But here's what came out, though, right? What didn't work? It was literally discovered that Jeannie, if you read the court documents, it's kind of alleging that Jeezy, the reason why she's contesting even with these same lawyers is because she's basically alleging that Jeezy hid assets. He was not forthcoming with what his financial situation was. And because of that, she could not make an informed decision on the prenup. Oh, y'all didn't know that? Whenever you do with anything financial, you have to be honest about how much you have. Because when you're honest about how much you have, only then can somebody truly say, well, do I think that this is a good deal for me? But it seems like Jeannie is alleging that she does not believe that Jeezy was forthcoming with what he had. She does not believe that Jeezy, and if she had known, she would not have gone. So she is basically claiming, yes, these lawyers looked over the prenup And they found, given what was presented, everything seemed to be order. But now we're finding out that what was presented may not actually be true. So why I am not asking for the prenup to be invalidated in this moment, I am asking the court to dig into the grounds to which the prenup was actually established. And if you can establish that the prenup was established on lies, then what does that tell you? It tells you that the prenup can be voided based off of fraud. Now, baby, Jeezy has been saying a lot of stuff, but get this. Jeezy dropped fight demanding estranged wife Jeanie Mae's divorce lawyers be disqualified as prenup battle turns ugly. It sounds like Jeezy lawyers are like, you can spend the money, but this isn't going to happen. And you don't have the right to say this. And one thing we know about Jeezy, that man is tight with his money. You tell him he's wasting $1. He's like, oh, drop it, drop it. Anyway, right? They said rapper Jeezy dropped his request to remove his estranged wife, Jeanie Mae's divorce lawyers from the case as the exes continue to fight over their prenup. According to court documents obtained exclusively by Radar Online, Jeezy informed the court he was withdrawing his motion to disqualify Jeannie Mae's attorney, Randall Kessler, and Steve Kirshen. Again, Jeannie did not play. She got the best lawyers in the area. Hey, that's that vision. She from the Bay where they dance a little. Okay, fine. That's that bitch. Okay, fine. In this motion, Jeezy said that Jeannie picked great lawyers when he hired Kessler and Kirsler. Jeezy really got that Southern proclivity to longevity in the words. And you know that's saying a lot because you know I love to ramble. He said more effective representation in a family matter would indeed be difficult to find. However, this is when he thought he was going to win and he was rubbing it in like, yeah, baby, you got the best lawyers money can buy, but I'm getting them disqualified. Until Jeezy was like, wait, what? What do you mean they can't? Never mind, Your Honor. I withdraw. They said, however, Jeannie used the same lawyers when she negotiated the terms of her prenup agreement. Jeezy said this was a problem because Kessler and Kushner are now helping Jeannie fight the prenup, despite agreeing to the terms when it was executed before the wedding. This was a dumb legal argument to begin with. It was dumb. But again, this goes into the fact of she wanted Kessler and them off the case because everybody said Jeannie got a whiff that Jeezy might be hiding assets. Jeezy said, Jeannie says she wasn't given enough time to go over the prenup. She asked the court to hold off on Jeezy's request to enforce the agreement. She said that Jeezy explained Jeannie to this day maintains the position that while she is not contesting the validity or technical enforceability of the prenup agreement, neither is she consenting to its entry by its court. Again, Jeezy's, I mean, you got to try, right? Even though it's a dumb legal argument. Jeannie revealed the prenup negotiations didn't start until 5 days before they got hitched. The talk show host claimed she didn't have time to thoroughly go over Jeezy's financial records to make sure she was getting a fair deal. Jeannie questioned not only the financial disclosures made by Jeezy, okay, attached to the prenuptial agreement, but also the totality of the negotiation process, lamenting the length of time she was afforded in which to review the draft prenuptial agreement and do due diligence on her behalf. So basically, she's saying that she trusted that he was giving her everything. The lawyers assumed, and then now that they have time to go, and there wasn't enough time to double guess, and now that they're going over it, they're seeing that clearly either the documents were faked or he didn't give all the documents. And that's why he was trying to bully her into dropping the lawyers. Again, go ahead and try it. It's dumb, but they tried it. Jeezy better hope they don't find out that he was lying because I'm sure the court will not look kindly to this. If I was Jeannie, which she probably can't, I would try to get this moved out of Atlanta, though, because Atlanta, it's not fair for women. It's not. Don't matter if you got the money or not, they're going to screw you over. I'm just saying, I don't think that court is very kind to women. Jeezy said Jeannie had listed Kessler and Kushner as persons whom she knows or believes that have knowledge of facts supporting or tending to support her claims and contentions in this action and whom she intends to call as a witness in the matter. So that means them boys tore through his financial records and found where the bodies were buried. Jeezy said the divorce lawyers cannot be witnesses in the case. yes, they can, and argued that was reason enough for them to be disqualified on the case. Ooh, he is scared. He argued, in addition and further underscoring the particular problematic nature of Kessler and Mr. Kessler and Mr. Kirshner's involvement in the case, given Jeannie's contentions, Mr. Kessler executed a certification of attorney at the time of the execution of the prenup agreement. The cert stated in part that Jeanie was fully aware of the meaning and implications of the prenuptial agreement and that all meaning and legal effect of the same was fully explained to her at that time. Now, clearly, Jeezy went to Simon Gabodia School of Law because her saying she understands what was presented does not mean or speak to the truth. It says she understands, but as prerequisite on it, the prerequisite is that it is true. If it's not true, then it's almost like going to America with a fake identity and then trying to get a citizenship off of a contract with a green card and them saying, yes, but the green card couldn't have been gotten in fraud to get it. You see what I'm saying? I'll get what I'm saying. Jeanie presents claims, therefore, that she was not afforded proper due diligence in the negotiation of the prenup agreement, and the fact that she now questions financial disclosures that she previously did not question. Okay. Although she had every right to do so, but she only had 5 days, so how could she question it? Do you see how Kessler, who is it? Kessler and Curson, do you see how they put him in a corner? You're basically proving their point. So everything wasn't true, but I could have checked it. But you didn't give me time to check the lies that you gave me. The court doesn't support that. Anyway, right? It squarely puts Mr. Kessler's prior certification at issue with the court in deciding whether to enforce the prenuptial agreement. Again, good luck to Jeezy. You should. This is why I always say when you're dealing with relationships, unless they did you dirty, it's always better to leave them as gently as possible, because especially when you're on some grimy stuff and you think you have the upper hand, that always comes back to play. Always. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.